naturehills.com. Personalized service from an online company. Over 5,000 unique plant and garden offerings. Welcome to Garden Bites, an interactive website and gardening community.
Hello, welcome back to Garden Bites. I'm Kevin Lutz. Today we're going to talk a little bit about fertilizing and over-fertilizing. Now, if you look at these hosta or hostas, some people pronounce it down here, you can see where they have accidentally come in contact with lawn fertilizer. And while we try our best not to spray any of the plants or shrubs when that's applied, oftentimes it's real easy if there's a slight breeze for that to blow over. The way you can tell that is the tips of the leaves have burned off, so the plant as a systemic has sucked up that fertilizer in there. It probably was a beautiful plant for a few days after that, and then the nitrogen started kicking in, and all of a sudden you got leaf burn. What do? Well, first of all, you try to avoid fertilizing on a windy day. Second of all, if there's any way at all possible to cover these with a sheet of plastics, put some cardboard in front of it, create a barrier between the fertilizer and the plant. And third, that's going to be watering. Water it away from the roots. It's going to take a while, and the plant is going to continue to absorb that systemic fertilizer throughout the process. We had a similar situation happen with these house plants. These are shamrocks. The plant on the right, as you can see, it's robust, combination of a purple lavender and a green shamrock flowering just fine. And on the left, you can see where the leaves have yellowed, they're flimsy. It appears that bugs have gotten into them. Just in general, a weak plant. It's had too much fertilizer. What am I going to do? I'm going to trim that all the way down. It's going to be stressful, all the way down to the corns. And I'm going to start over by flooding that, repeatedly flooding that fertilizer on through. Okay, when watering your house plants, your container plants out on the patio, or small shrubs, all of your fertilizer has three numbers on it that I'm sure you're familiar with. The first one is nitrogen. The nitrogen in a plant is what forces it to green and spurs growth. The second number is the amount of phosphorus in the plant. That assists in the root development. And the third element is the potassium, and that's the overall regulator. Opens the pores up in the leaves, keeps the plant healthy, keeps all the systems internally running properly. So as those numbers alter or change, the actual effect of the fertilizer will alter or change. For houseplants, I'm going to use a general, all-purpose 15-30-15. I mix it according to directions, as noted on the box, in a simple mixing container right out of my wife's kitchen. Pour it in, made sure it was well stirred, and then simply apply it. Plant on the left, as I said, has already had plenty, and the plant on the right hasn't had any for several months. Once you're done with the fertilizer application process, just keep the kids and the pets away from it for a few hours until it safely dries. And when you're done, make sure all of your tools are thoroughly rinsed and that the chemicals themselves have been stored away up high and preferably in a locked area. I'm Kevin Lutz, and for Nature Hills Nursery, this has been Garden Bites. Thanks for joining us.
naturehills.com. Over 5,000 unique plant and garden offerings. Point, click, and plant.